Hello all, welcome to my channel. Let's continue with the C Sharp interview series. Today's topic is indexes and ranges. If time permits, we will go through string interpolation also. So let's see what does that mean. Indexes and ranges. So generally, indexes and ranges are used to access elements in a sequence. So basically, what does that mean? For example, I'll just show you. See, here I declared a sequence. Sequence is nothing but any kind of list, array, or which holds a different set of objects. So any sequence that you see, so you can access this sequence, the elements in this sequence using index, right? So here if I wanted to access I will just use its corresponding index. So this is what this is the basic of any sequences, right? I hope you will be knowing this. So if you create any sequence like a list or array, so you would be accessing elements within that sequence using indexing. So when you see indexing, how it goes is it starts from 0 and it goes in this forward direction, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. But C Sharp has introduced a new feature that called indexes and ranges. So these two things provide a new way to access elements within a sequence. So indexes, there is a type called system.index, so using which you can declare or tell indexes, and there is one more type called system.range, and using this type you can define ranges. So what does that mean? So if here I showed you indexing, here it is 0, so here it is representing integer, right? But if I wanted to use indexing in the backward direction, I have to give a cap. So for this, some data type is needed, so that data type is represented by this system.index. And ranges also has a specific data type, and it also has a specific syntax. I'll tell you in detail now about these two. So nothing, there is only three things here. Indexes are similar to the indexes that we know only. So it has one extra advantage, that we can do indexing in the backward direction also. So in the forward direction you will be giving this way 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. When you give indexing in the backward direction, you have to just append it with a cap in front, and indexing starts this way in the backward direction, 1, 2, 3, and so on. This is about indexes. And what about ranges? Ranges, as the name suggests, it gives the range of values. For example, this is an array. If you wanted to get some subset of this, then you can use this ranges. So you have to just give the starting value, and this range is represented by these two dots. So start, two dots, and end you have to give. So end is nothing but till where you have to give, and this is exclusive. Start is inclusive. So I'll tell you what does that mean. So now let us see one example on this. So here there let's see different examples. First let us so if I give this way it fetches. Okay, let me print as well. Okay, so now what does this do? See, here it printed all the elements. So when you don't specify any starting and ending index, it will print all the words. Now let me tell I wanted to start from 2. So 2 would be 0 1 2 2 would be brown, right? So it will give us values starting from brown, and since you didn't give any ending value, it will give you entire values from brown. Just a second. Yeah, now it is fine. So it is starting from brown and it will give you the entire details. So now if I wanted only a specific set, for example, if I give 4, what does this return? It will start from index 2 and it will end at 3 itself, because as I said, this ending value is exclusive but starting value is inclusive. See, it gave me brown and fox since this is index 2, and it gives 3. So this is how ranging works. Yeah, so now if we go it in the backward direction, so let me give gap 5. So this is how it works. So I hope you understood. So it's nothing complicated, only just two things. A new two new things were there. One is backward indexing, and the other one is range. So as I told you, this range and indexes are types only. So you can create objects this way. If you see here, you can just declare this value and assign it to a implicit range. I mean, assign it to a variable which is of type range. You can do it directly this way, or you can create using new keyword. So this is implicit range operator expressions. So basically you can just use the range class which I showed you, which I told you in the beginning, system.index. You can use that class directly and create objects. So the other topic is string interpolation. So this is so basically what does string interpolation means. I'll just give you a small example so that you will. So generally if you write anything in console.writeLine, it will be printing on the console, right? Let me print hello. So it is printing here. So now what I wanted is I declared a variable where name equal to happy take cares. So I wanted to print this name here. So you can, the easy way to use this is, the easy way to do this is string interpolation. See, hello happy guests. So this is how it works. So basically what is string interpolation? It uses the dollar symbol to identify a string literal as an interpolated string. So nothing but extended string. So if you place a dollar before the starting of the string, it indicates that you are going to interpolate string variables inside the string. So you can if you wanted to use any variable name inside the string, you can use this syntax: open flower braces, I mean flower braces you can use, and you can give the name of the variable here, so the value will be bound automatically. So here you can use any data type and any expression. There's no need that it should be string only. So let me. So it doesn't, there is no rule that you have to use string only. It will just convert this automatically to string during runtime, so nothing to be done from our end. So we can just use the dollar symbol to identify a string literal as an interpolated string. So interpolated strings can include any valid C sharp expression enclosed in braces. As I showed you, you can include any valid C sharp expression. It can be a variable of any type, or it can be of any expression as well. Now if I give here star 10, still it is a valid one. So yeah. So to specify format a string for an interpolation expression, use a colon followed by a format string. What does this mean is, you can just format, for example, you can format in any way. Here it's not directly printing this variable names here. I mean, you can just format in any specified way you want. I mean, formatting comes into picture like for things like date. If you see here, I can just, let me create a date and let me print this date here without formatting. So here it gave me hello and this formatted, but I wanted date to be in a specific format. So for that I can use this. So the syntax for this is, you have to just give a colon and give the format that you needed. So there are many inbuilt C sharp formats allowed, so you can just check out the documentation. So this is how it works, string interpolation. So this real-time application will be very much, even though it is a very simple topic, generally in every project you will be seeing this. And you can even so there are only two things here. Also there are only three concepts. So you can enclose any of the variable within flower braces, and you can just play with this interpolated variables in different ways. So one way is to format the variable in the way that you want it. So you can just give the value of the alignment so that it will just give the spaces accordingly. So if it is a negative value, it gives spaces in the left hand side, and if it is a positive value, it gives spaces in the right hand side. So real time this would be not that useful, I think, but this concept is really needed. String interpolation is used many ways, but this alignment is a bit less used. And now if you see escape sequences, for example, if there is a string, wait, for example, if there is a string, my string itself is this way. So I wanted to print this happy tag as is, and there is one more. So now if I wanted to use this variable here, and let me interpolate this. So what it will consider this happy tag gets also as a variable only, and it considers this is interpolated. So in this kind of cases we need escape sequences. What it does is it just escapes this square bracket, so it tells compiler to take this square bracket as is. So happy take cares is printed. So this is how it works. So escape sequences in an interpolated string are supported, and you can use a verbatim interpolated string for literal interpretation of escape sequences. So you can just use here a double strings to make it, I mean, to consider it as escape sequence. And there are a few more examples here. If you see, we gave the path of the file, right? So let me, okay, let me copy this. Here also it is interpolate, here also it is about escape sequences only. So it's so simple topic this is, but it is important. Okay. So if you see here, generally how the file path would be there. Okay, let me scroll here. So this is how it looks, right? C colon slash and all. So to here we are considering this, we added one escape sequence backslash here to consider this as is. So instead of this escape, I mean repeated backslashes, we can just add this one. We can add dollar at the rate, so it will skip all the escape sequences. So this is one direct method for this. So let me run this and show you. So it gave me same output. See, with escape sequences, or instead of that we can use this literal as well. So it can be of any order. It can be dollar at the rate, or at the rate dollar also works fine. And as I said, inside this interpolation variable you can use any kind of expression. So even ternary works. So if I wanted to use here ternary, so see, it gave me false. So it is case sensitive, right? Okay, so this is how you have to just enclose that expression in brackets so that it would be working fine. So this is it. Let me reiterate the points again. So first topic is indexes and ranges. There are only two important things that you have to highlight if this is being asked. So backward indexing using indexes is a special feature, and ranges you can just fetch the subset of the array. And implicit range operator is also there, because system.index and system.range is a specific type, so we can create objects for it and utilize them. And string interpolation is we use a dollar symbol for identifying the string literal as a interpolated string. So just highlight these things. You can use colon to give properties, or I mean to format the strings, to format the string literals that you are interpolating. And you can use alignment as well. And escape sequences are also there. You can use I mean flower brackets to escape the sequences, and dollar at the rate is also can also be used in front to skip all the escape sequences. And any valid expression including ternary can be used inside this flower bracket. So this is it for today. Please support me. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment in case of any doubts, or if you wish the video is good, comment it down. And in the next class we will be looking into the HTTP client, probably link you we will be starting. Thanks all. Thanks for watching.